Circle saying on Wednesday that it plans to launch its USD coin, stablecoin USDC, the second largest dollar-backed stablecoin by market capitalization, natively on Cosmos in early 2023, filling the void left by Terra USD, which was previously heavily used in the Cosmos ecosystem. Joining us now with more is Jelena Djuric, Cosmos Research Ecosystem Lead. Hello there, Jelena. Thank you so much for joining us. So this is really interesting because, yes, we saw that with the collapse of the Terra ecosystem and the algorithmic stablecoin that was heavily used on Cosmos, now that's being replaced possibly in usage with USDC. Walk us through this.
A native stablecoin that's reliable and relatively secure is something that the ecosystem has been asking for quite some time, ever since obviously we had the collapse of Terra, and as you mentioned, it left a big void. So this is something we've been working on with the different organizations that are leading a lot of the core development of Cosmos, including development around IBC itself. And we're just really excited that we can finally have something to show the community, more confidence, and also especially the organizations or the new trading platforms coming to the Cosmos ecosystem, including DYDX and in the future others. So this is just something that there's been a lot of demand for over the past few months, and it's just been great to be able to finally get a step closer to resolving this massive gap that's been left by Terra.
So from what I understand, that there is already quite a bit of USDC in the Cosmos ecosystem, but building it natively would make it more secure. So how does this transition happen?
Definitely. So the Cosmos ecosystem or architecture, I should say, is pretty unique. So in Cosmos, we have something called the inter-blockchain communication protocol, which is just a permissionless way of passing data and different types of messages. Right now, mainly token transfers. And so a new feature that's coming to Cosmos is something called interchain security. And so interchain security allows the Cosmos hub itself, so the central chain within this larger ecosystem of blockchains, to secure application-specific blockchains. So that's a lot of words, but ultimately what that means is that you'll be able to have new native issuance of assets like USDC secured by the Cosmos hub itself, leveraging IBC, the native permissionless protocol that really makes Cosmos what it is. And right now, we have wrapped USDC, as you mentioned, but these rely on bridges, custom bridges to the Ethereum ecosystem. And we have had, unfortunately, security hacks, vulnerabilities within that architecture. So having native USDC being issued over IBC is something will definitely guarantee a lot more security. So this is also something that we've been working on. That's very important to us.
I mean, obviously, you just touched on two big issues that have happened. Of course, it's the risks to bridges and all the hacks that seem to have happened in crypto all seem to be happening on bridges, as you're well aware of, and also the collapse of UST. And so does that change a couple of things? First of all, when it comes to stable coins, when it comes to algorithmic stable coins, has it changed the way in which Cosmos approaches them in any way? Is there, I mean, there doesn't seem to be much of a market demand for it right now, but do you think that going forward, the willingness to, let's say, help out these stable coins, the algorithmic stable coins, might be a lot less going down the road because of just the potential volatility that could happen if there's an exploit? And likewise, what's being done on your end here to deal with these sort of bridge attacks and what we've seen that repeatedly, it's almost a headline every other week now on that.
Yeah, I mean, the wounds are still very fresh when it comes to algorithmic stablecoins and their relative instability to something like a USDC, which has shown pretty strong durability throughout its existence. I think when it comes to USDC coming to Cosmos natively issued over IBC, the one thing that it offers potential other stablecoin issuers is just a reliable collateral asset for their stablecoin. So again, this is something that still early days. Obviously, there are also regulations that have to be taken into consideration and reporting requirements and things like this, especially if you're based in a country like the US. So I can't necessarily speak to exactly what the demand for algorithmic stablecoins will be, but I think definitely having native USDC will make it potentially more reliable for other stablecoin issuers to leverage USDC itself. And I do want to just emphasize the power of IBC. This is something that maybe other ecosystems aren't as familiar with, although we are seeing IBC demand from other layer ones like Near Protocol and Ethereum. And really what IBC is you can consider it like the TCP/IP framework for the internet. So it's a very permissionless, decentralized way of message passing that really does also allow for customization. So you can have certain applications built on top of IBC according to the needs of that application. And so, just emphasizing IBC, whether it's even a bridge is something that we like to discuss and debate, right? Like the semantics or the definition of a bridge. At the end of the day, it is a bridging mechanism to pass one token or one asset or one message type from one blockchain, one layer one to another. So let's say from the Cosmos Hub to Osmosis, or in the future to DYDX or others. But at the end of the day, it does have these security guarantees that are definitely we're seeing more optimal than what you see in custom bridging solutions, which can vary depending on the layer one and the needs of that chain. So.
Just wanted to touch on Lawrence's question about algorithmic stablecoins following the collapse of UST. Is there, I don't know, what are the lessons learned? Are you bearish on algorithmic stablecoins, or what are your thoughts on making sure that the assets backing stablecoins are pretty stable before having them on chain?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that is hurt, the Cosmos ecosystem and others, seeing the collapse of this very, very high market cap stablecoin in the Terra situation. And I think it just emphasizes the need for stronger guidelines. And I mean, we do have the Stablecoin Act discussions right now in the US. Personally, I think it definitely is bearish to see that something as widely held and widely funded and supported like this Terra stablecoin literally go to zero is pretty shocking. But again, it just emphasizes the need for some stable assets like USDC acting as collateral. Is this going to be the only stablecoin, in the Cosmos ecosystem? Definitely not. But it's definitely something that plays a role, and it's good to finally have some movement on that.